down a pole. They explained to me that they're visiting a fire station where the chief has invited them to see a special surprise. Today, they're going to meet the newest fire truck named Rojo, which is Spanish for red. Rojo sounds a siren. Dora thought Rojo was a beautiful fire truck. Boots asked if he wanted any rescue missions. Rojo hasn't yet, but he's ready. Dora, Boots, and I had a look at Rojo's firefighting equipment. He had a long ladder so firefighters can climb and rescue people or animals that get stuck in high places. Also had a fire hose used for spraying water and putting out fires. He also had a siren because fire trucks go fast and has to sound the siren to warn other vehicles to get out of the way. After learning the firefighting equipment, the alarm bell sounds. The alarm said there was a kitten stuck in the big tree. Dora and Boots wanted to help. Rojo said that they can be his firefighters. Dora and Boots climbed in as they wear the firefighter outfit. They get into their firefighting clothes and put on their seatbelts for safety. And soon, Rojo exits the fire station. Firefighters Dora and Boots want to know how to get the kitten out of the big tree. So they ask firefighter Matt for help. He said that they had to go through the town and past a gas station to get the kitten out of the big tree. Rojo, Dora, and Boots were ready to save the kitten. They had to go through the town. All of a sudden, there were two colored roads. One road was yellow and the other was blue. The town was on the yellow road. Rojo takes the yellow road, which enters the town. When they got there, Rojo stopped and couldn't go by. Dora noticed the town was having a fiesta. There were floats and people in costumes. They had to figure a way to warn everybody to get out of Rojo's way. They can't use the hose nor the ladder, so they used the siren to warn people to get out of the way for an emergency. Once the siren sounded, the vehicles moved out of the way. And the townspeople cheered for Rojo and they wished him good luck for saving the kitten in a big tree as he leaves the town. Firefighter Dora and Boots had to go past the gas station next. The gas station was on the blue road. Suddenly, a sunflower went "Ayúdenme" twice, which meaning "help me" in Spanish. Dora told Rojo to stop and he did so. Then Dora tells him that the sunflower was calling for help. The sunflower goes, Sunflower goes, I am so thirsty. She then says, "Necesito agua," which means "I need water." Dora and Boots can't use a siren nor the ladder, so they need to use a hose. They'll travel the fire hose to give the sunflower water. Soon after, water comes out of the hose and the sunflower drinks up the water. No time she has her fresh and her leaves grow. The hose coils up on his own. Dora and Boots get back on Rojo the fire truck and off they went. Dora and Boots cheered for Rojo as he went fast, but then he slowed down and gets tired. Dora and Boots wanted to know the reason Rojo is slowing down. Rojo explained that he was running out of gas. He looked at the fuel gauge. It goes down to 0. Rojo's tank was empty and he had to get more fuel. Dora and Boots had to go to the gas station anyway. Boots explained to the gas pump that Rojo needs gas. The gas pump said he would be glad to. The gas pump fills up Rojo's tank with 10 gallons of fuel. Rojo was all filled up and immediately left the gas station. Dora and Boots are getting close to having Rojo go to the big tree to help the kitten. The big tree was on the yellow road. As Rojo continued his journey to the big tree, his tire goes flat. Dora told Rojo his tire was all out of air. Dora and Boots jumped out and inspected the flat tire. They had to fill the tire up with air. Dora checks backpack and finds an air pump. But just after finding it, Dora gets out the pump and she and Boots try to inflate Rojo's tire until they hear Swiper. They thought he'll try to swipe the pump. Swiper slides down from a vine and then Dora, Boots, and Rojo now have the chance to stop Swiper since their failure from the three previous adventures, and he runs away. Now Dora and Boots had to pump up the tire. The tire gets filled up with air and Dora puts the pump back into backpack. Rojo is going to try extra fast, but needed help from me with his windshield wipers and siren. There are two buttons of different colors. The windshield button was yellow and the siren button was blue. As Rojo drives along, he drives over a puddle and his windshield gets wet and couldn't see. The yellow button gets pressed and the windshield wipers wipes the water away, making it clean. There was a blue car driving on the road. Rojo had to get past the car. The blue button gets pressed and the siren wails, telling the blue car to get out of the way. After that, it started raining. The yellow button gets pressed for the second time to clean the windshield after the rain stopped. Then Rojo sees a purple Jeep and had to warn it to get out of the way. The blue button gets pressed for the second time and the siren wails, telling the purple Jeep to get out of the way. After cleaning the windshield and telling the cars to get out of the way, Rojo finally approaches the big tree. There was Benny, Isa, and Tico. They looked up and saw the kitten in the big tree. Dora and Boots had to use something to rescue the kitten. They can't use the siren nor the hose, so they must use the ladder. So Boots decides to climb the ladder to rescue the kitten. But then Boots couldn't reach. Rojo wiggles his ladder handle and tells Dora to turn it. Dora did so, and as she turned the handle, the ladder expanded longer and longer. Now Boots can reach and rescue the kitten from the big tree. After Boots rescued the kitten, everyone cheered. The ladder shrinks and he jumps off with the kitten in his hands. Boots introduced the kitten to Rojo, who saved him. Rojo giggles and couldn't have done it without Dora, Boots, and me.